Live.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to Ring Society. I'm not bring join Nolan, the Batman style Harneet, and today we are talking about Is She Hulk, the Dark Knight.
Of TV shows.
Okay, that was what you were talking before we started. But basically, She Hulk is divided. People are either loving it or hating it. I don't think there's a middle ground anywhere. Oh my god, he felt so bad about it. Okay, just before that, I need to test if the audio is fine. Guys, talk. Say something. Your thoughts on
Something,
Hey
She-Hulk.
guys, hey everyone.
something.
Okay, just before that, I need to test if
Something,
the audio is fine.
something.
Guys, talk. Say something.
Tell me something.
Your thoughts on
Something.
She-Hulk. Okay, it's good.
Something.
All good, all good, all good. But guys, in the comments, let us know your thoughts on the show as well in the chat. Sorry, but I think we have divided panel here. We have Sahil who loves the show, as you can see in his background, and then we have the Batman who's actually, very, in deep thought, like what was the show about, trying to find the deeper meanings. And somewhere I am, stuck in the middle, like yeah, it was good but not good, and all of that. And whatever I said till right now was all false. So let's get into the truth. Sahil, overview of the show.
So yeah, overview. Okay, I'll just give one thing first of all. Okay, I have one sentence which I have been telling everyone about when someone asked me about how this show was. I think this could be summarized in one sentence, which says that, oh, do you think that the story of the show was bad? We purposefully did this. I think this is what the writers came up with. Like this was the whole intention of the show. That they wanted to make a bad show to prove a point that they can make a bad show. I think that's the only way you can sum up what the show was.
Maybe that was the point.
But again, this concept is coming from a literally a TikTok phase, a lot of TikTok videos of like 30 seconds, 1 minute. They are made with the intention of like they are purposely making those cringe videos to make or exaggerate a point. And this show felt like an exaggerated version of a TikTok video, which I believe is definitely not a compliment. Like no matter how much success those TikTok videos are getting, how many millions of views, likes, and those people are becoming celebrities, a TV show should not be like that.
Plagiarism,
Obviously, this is a TV
plagiarism,
show.
plagiarism.
Yes, actually, we should be like suing them for plagiarism because they have
I
literally
am suing
taken
you
up
for
like
plagiarism.
acting.
You are
Oh,
stealing my line.
That's why you should not talk
so
before the
this is
stream.
a
He said it
okay.
first, so
No, no,
it's
carry
fine.
on,
Harneet
carry on,
can like
carry on,
can
carry on, carry on, carry on.
Harneet
I was just
can
joking.
give more thoughts to the TikTok argument. My point is, why did we have this show?
Oh,
That is my
why?
only question to the
Why did we
writers.
have the show? Okay.
Because, okay, I personally believe if you think about all the female characters who have been joining in this MCU, they have a reason to be there. And it's a good reason, okay? Like they want to, first of all, like extend the story of the previous heroes they are replacing. And they also bring something new to the, like to the table. Sorry.
Did you hear Kevin? He's not bringing her in any movies.
No, I'm talking about in MCU, in the entire MCU. But I think she
See
has
the whole
came.
premise of the show. The thing that the show was trying to set up, that there are people, enhanced people, and then there is Scar. All the things that show tried to set up. This could be done in like post credit scene of other shows or movies, and we didn't need
True,
actually
true,
this
true.
show. This is actually so cringe to watch. Like, and the fact is they tried to defend it in the last episode that the trolls on the internet are wrong. This show is actually nice. You know,
Like I said from the very beginning, this show is good as a standalone show. It doesn't feel like it should be in the MCU. Like it's good as
No,
a
no, no, no.
sitcom.
it's not even good as a
It's not
standalone
a
show,
good
dude.
standalone. I believe the
I like
showmakers
it.
were delusional. They were
No, but
delusional
no.
about what they were creating, and till the end. So I think there were at least 3 episodes in the 9 episodes series where they have where they've shown that people are trolling this show, and they're making a mockery of that. Ki people just troll. People do troll. I understand that
Yeah,
they do troll for no reason also, but not this show.
no,
This show
but
is one of those shows which
I
deserves those trolling.
I actually like the show as a comedy, like not as part of the MCU, but like it felt like
Name
not
one
a
joke. Tell me one joke of the show. One good joke. Sorry, they were jokes, but was there even one good joke about it?
See, that's
One thing.
subjective to Nolan's perspective. Like
Yeah.
comedy ke sense mein, it can be anything, right? See, comedy is very subjective, so that's his choice. But my point is, I'm talking in sense of MCU, right? So
Yeah, that's what.
I watched this. See, I watched this because I was guilty of not watching Miss Marvel. See, I
He
watched
said
the
it.
first
He
two
said
episodes.
it.
Please
He
watch
said
it.
it.
That is
See,
what a
that
good
was
The
that
human
was
chat
should
is
be
saying
like.
kick him
no,
out.
no.
Chat is saying
So
kick him out.
that was not a choice of mine that I didn't watch a show. I was busy in exams and everything, so I missed it. Then I tried to watch it, I couldn't. After two episodes, I was like, I know the story, what is going to happen, and how it will affect the MCU, so it's fine. But I didn't want to do the same thing with She-Hulk, right? So I thought I'll give it a chance, no matter how, the trolls and everything. I watched it in one go. So I didn't watch like you guys week to week. I watched it in one sitting, and it was so horrible for me, and I had to
Nolan, this
go
is what
through.
privilege is. Because
You know,
we watch it every week, and like we were kind of so basically I was waiting every Thursday to get disappointed in my life. That's how my
and
Thursdays have
I
been.
was waiting
Last
in.
6 7 weeks.
I was sitting in one row. I had to watch like three episodes and the next two episodes in one sitting, and it was like too much for me.
Hmm.
It was getting like 1 week per episode is fine. Like you can take it, grasp it, absorb it how you like, criticize it, praise it, what you want. But it's too much to watch the same thing which you don't like. I'm all up for Marvel doing, new things, trying new things. And the fourth wall was decent enough to watch in the all the episodes except the finale. That was the only thing that I liked about it. So okay, theek hai. It's not going to the cringe version of itself. It's showing us okay, she can break the fourth wall, and then there is something nice going on. But then they skipped the whole story. She broke the fourth wall to to make the story right, make the ending right, and then we didn't even get an ending. We just got to the after party of something, right? Like everybody's getting
Yeah.
arrested. Like if you want to end your show correctly, show us how you want to end your show correctly. It's not that okay, I did it in my mind and now you watch everybody getting arrested. That's not how it works.
Or at least go back in time and do the things which you were saying that they should like it should play out like that.
It's like Deadpool. You have seen Deadpool, right? That's just lazy writing. You didn't
Yeah,
have an
exactly.
ending,
So this
so you mocked yourself into writing a bad ending, and then you
yeah.
cleared that bad ending, and so it's your ending. So
And
like
coming to Harneet's
multiple
point
layers
here,
of
this
fourth
is
wall
how
breaks.
TikTok videos work. They never
Yeah,
have an end
exactly.
like this. Like this is how
Have you seen
because they're
those?
like, hey, we are aware of it. We are aware
No,
that
no.
we are making cringe videos.
Have you seen those
And
videos where a girl slaps a guy slaps other girl, and then a slapping merry-go-round is going on because nobody knows who loves who? That kind
Yeah.
of cringe thing,
I'm a rider,
Yeah.
provider.
yeah.
Have you song?
And then the slow motion at
So,
the end.
so apparently
So
that
that,
is like self-aware. Like they are aware that they are creating this, which doesn't happen
and there is
in
an
the real
audience to
world,
it. See,
and
there is an audience to
they're
it.
mocking it.
Like they get millions of views daily. There is a proper audience to it, right?
And those people have blue ticks on Instagram. Like they're
Yeah.
huge people.
And same, like I was so excited that we are getting a fourth wall breaking character in Marvel, and I wanted to do the justice. In the first episode, I think Nona and I talked also like we were not sure about the CGI, right? I think it was after the trailer
Okay,
that we were not
haven't
sure about
reached
the
there. Yeah,
CGI, and
CGI
it
was
got worse
horrible.
and worse.
I think
It
CGI is
got
the
worse and
last
worse.
worry now for anyone
Yes,
talking about the show,
yes,
right?
true.
So progressively, when we started watching the show, first thought was CGI, second thought was the twerking after the second episode, and then every episode had something or the other, to like take our we talk about world governments taking people's mind away from real issues by projecting their own anger on something else. That was Marvel's way of projecting our taking our attention from the CGI away and showing us something more cringe, so that we'll not talk about the CGI.
I
And
even asked so many of them, my female friends also, like, did they like this show? Because that's the only argument Marvel had left at the end of the show. This is sexism. That's one because of which you are not liking this show. We are showing representation of women. Even women are not liking this show. I don't know whom are they making this show for.
Okay. Let's not go there because it's four dude sitting together and talking about his She-Hulk
yeah, we
worthy or
cannot
not.
talk
So
about
Yeah,
let's
what
not
those.
go there.
Let's not go there.
But
Okay,
just want to take.
I do have one thing.
Okay.
Just one point. I did not mind the talking, by the way, because it was not changing anything in the show. So if they wanted to do it, like they did do it in an aftercare scene, which I'm totally okay with. So there was like a whole like people were bashing them for that. I'm okay with that. But the point was there were so many issues in the show. That's why twerking doesn't make a sense. Like doesn't affect me much.
See,
But had
as a
the show
lawyer
good,
comedy, as a lawyer comedy, it's not that bad, as Nolan said, right? If you take
yeah,
She-Hulk out and just put, the actress in that, it's a pretty decent lawyer comedy show. The actress, the actors, and the
I
characters
don't
that are
know.
bringing, okay, they're okay, and I like that part of it, but they stretched it too much for the
There was
fact
no
of
law
just
also.
for the sake of it.
Okay, I think you guys have
There was
talked too
no
much now.
law also.
Too much
Okay,
negatives.
sure.
Before I go to Nolan and we make it like clean slate. Shazam says yo Biswa, and now I cannot unsee this. We have Biswa Kalyan Rath on this panel.
What?
Who do you think? Out of 4 people,
Sahil,
3 are
Sahil,
visible on
Sahil.
screen.
Yes,
One is wearing a
Sahil,
Batman
Sahil.
thing and one is me. Who looks this up?
Honestly, look good.
Now I cannot unsee it. Shazam says Batman imposter. I like movie
Where?
says.
Where? I need to get him.
I like movie says exam tomorrow, guys. So I'll convey my thoughts very few words. Good enough beginning, meandering middle. Actually, great ending. Except her going to the writer's room. Have to rewatch it to make up my mind. Oh my
Yeah,
god! Oh
dude.
my god! Oh my god! Who has joined us? Oh, my
Rohit Kendra
eyes! My
Bahubali.
eyes! The
I
guy,
haven't watched.
the
I
legend,
haven't.
the legend is here. Sir,
I haven't
we
watched
want a
Nolan.
deeper meaning on She-Hulk, sir.
Arey, she was searching for you, man. She was searching for a writer.
What?
Who could
Yeah.
enhance her storyline? Like, she wanted a writer who could enhance her storyline. So
Tell me, was She-Hulk also just like Batman, a symbol of justice and hope and faith and every other word?
Whatever I have watched till मतलब जितना भी मैंने देखा and I have kept up with the show. It's not like I'm not in touch. मैंने सारे Daredevil clips देखे हैं.
I kept up with the show. I've seen all the Daredevil clips. That sums it up.
you have missed nothing.
Well, a woman has needs, okay?
It's
Yeah, Rohit.
it's a pseudo feminist show.
Sir, too high-fi, sir. Please break it down.
भाई
What is pseudo? What is feminism? What is show? Tell us.
pseudo feminism मुझे इसलिए लगा because I'll speak from the first couple of episodes. हल्क का trauma इतना low करके play किया है ना, right? For example, when a character starts belittling another character's trauma to feel superior, that's when I don't like a protagonist. And even if the protagonist is like that, give me ample reason why they are like that. Then I'll root for them, right? I don't know. It felt like a sitcom, like a very bad sitcom. Like it felt like C movie stuff. Like I don't know what it felt like. It felt like a कभी कभी बुखार होता है ना and you have weird dreams which you can't make sense out of. It's like fever dreams, but bad ones. You wake up all sweaty and you're like, I'm never revisiting that again. It's like that. And after a point, in She-Hulk, I knew superhero fatigue will hit me. I was like, and ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ. I've always made it, even through the worst of MCU stuff. Okay, because I love the MCU, but here I was like, no, and the MCU is just becoming a toxic ex. मतलब
Something
अब तो
we have no clue about. But anyways,
Sahil is like, speak for yourself.
+1.
Oh, Harneet.
okay, Nolan, I think it's time for us to take over now. These guys have
Yeah, it's
already
time
said
for the
too
kids to talk about it now.
much.
Yeah.
First, Nolan.
But I like just one thing. I'll मतलब यही खत्म कर दूंगा. But one thing I like, I know they tried to do something new with the ending, so good job for that. But ये mythofiction इंडिया में नहीं, मतलब ब्रह्मास्त्र के लिए ऐसा बोला था वो first time try.
Oh my god, no!
Oh no!
You said the
Now
word.
this stream is also going to get copy striked.
You
Oh,
cannot say that
ha!
word.
No!
Don't say that
Rohit comes
word.
for one day and he destroys. Like Rohit is like She-Hulk.
It's a.
Even he smashes.
It's like the Voldemort of this channel. No, continue.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
नहीं.
Continue.
I think क्या बोल रहा था मैं? Seriously,
You were saying that they tried to do something different.
they
So
tried to do
congratulations
something
for them.
different. Tried to do something different with the finale, and the fact that New Rockstar just released a video about Kevin being a creation of Kang and how it might be linked to the TV and stuff.
Dude, those people know they take one thing from one scene of the show and they make the
Kevin's
whole
not even
2-3
in-
videos just about that.
Kevin's not even in the MCU.
And that's what
He's
Sheer
in the
did the
real
show.
world.
They took like a 30-second TikTok and then they exaggerated it into like 9 series. वो okay है.
It's like
But New Rockstar ने कैसे कर दिया?
it's like a 70-year-old grandmom with dementia trying to be cool by doing a TikTok. It's like that, you know. I'm like, okay, man, we get it. Now just let's push grandma up the stairs.
That was wrong at so many levels. Just as many stairs they were when he threw the camera.
At least it was a better constructed joke. I mean, you had billions, you had so many dollars, and you like तुम्हें पूरा full to budget दिया गया और तुमने writing में चोट डाली. I'm like, ठीक है यार. I'm sorry, I'm cursing a lot, but you know, frustration
Sorry,
आता है.
you have already ruined it, that stream, by saying that
Galia is better than
B word.
Galia is better than Ayan Mukherjee.
Okay.
You
Nolan.
can't even say that word. You can't even say the B word.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You can say the N word also.
Okay, I
but
think
you
it's
cannot say
time
the B word.
we make things right now. It's been going on the wrong tangent already. We'll not let that happen. Nolan, begin.
Yeah. Dude, the ending, the way she walked into the writer's room, right? That was a total pull from Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. He did the same thing. He walked into the writer's room and killed them.
And this is
Only she
basically
didn't kill
inspired
them.
from comics, right? She has, tore pages
Yeah.
from her own comic book.
One time, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
she has broken fourth wall and like telling the writer, what are you doing? You know, she jumped from panel to three pages later, so she doesn't have to fight the villain. Like I don't want to do it. So it's like a part of the comics. It's not something they've invented themselves
Yeah.
to just include, right? Yeah, Nolan, continue.
But the Kevin thing was ruined for many people because of the subtitles. You know that, like in the subtitles only they
Yeah,
wrote
for
it
me.
as K.E.
Yeah, for me it was that.
That
Yeah.
was so stupid. And then I watched it without subtitles, so the whole time she was like, I want to speak to Kevin. I'm like, and then the writers were like, no one talks to Kevin. I'm like, oh, they don't know Varun. They don't know about Varun.
Dude, that's your support to the show. Come on.
Okay, so I have only one criticism which I found was like they did Daredevil really well. Like they improved his action scenes and all because they had a high budget. Like Netflix never did anything with CGI when they were doing Daredevil. Only thing I found cringe was Matt Murdock's opening dialogues. Like they forced it. Like it did not belong there when he said like don't. He's like the scene where he's like, don't ask me how, but I know she's lying. I'm like, that was not necessary because everyone already knew it was that she was lying, and it was obvious that everyone knew that he was not he that he was lying.
Who's lying?
The She-Hulk's client. She-Hulk's client.
Wait,
in the courtroom.
what is Daredevil's first dialogue according to you?
When he walks into the courtroom, not Daredevil, Matt Murdock. When he walks into the
Matt Murdock,
courtroom
okay.
and he sits down and then he starts talking and then that guy says some bullshit and then he's like, "Don't ask me how, but I know he's lying. I know he's lying."
That was okay, right?
That was forced, dude. Like because that's like his that's like one of his main dialogues in Netflix. He uses that a lot, but over here it did not belong because everyone knew already that the guy was lying. So why would Daredevil, who's Matt Murdock, is so smart? So why would he simply say, "Don't ask me how, but I know he's lying"? It was obvious that he was lying.
Because the writers wanted
Nolan?
to say it.
I
Bol-
think
bol- bol.
I think you
That
didn't
felt
read the
very
memo.
cringe. That was very cringe, dude.
I
for
told
me.
you to
Like,
defend She-Hulk. and your only criticism is about a line of Daredevil in one episode.
Which we don't mind also. Which none of us mind also.
For him, She-Hulk doesn't exist. The show was Matt Murdock Daredevil.
See,
Come on, defend the show.
like I said at
He
the
has
start,
tuned
only,
out. He
like
has
I
tuned
said,
She-Hulk out.
like I said in the start only, like
Daredevil, lie again.
Okay, let us speak.
like I said from the start only, this show felt like it should not be a part of the MCU. When I was watching it, right, it gave me feelings like I was watching one of the old Marvel shows, like before in the 80s and 90s cartoons, like that, like just like standalone, not connected to anything else. Its own show. Each episode is self-contained, doesn't continue on to the next episode. It felt like that.
Yeah, and
In that way it was good. Like I liked it in that way. Like watching it as a sitcom, not as part of
watching
the
it as it
MCU.
was supposed to be watched, not with the expectation of what you think the show should be. Basically, that's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
this was a sitcom, just watch a better sitcom. I mean,
Dude, have you seen the sitcoms coming out in 2020?
No.
Nothing matches the quality of the early 2000s, dude. All the
Yeah,
sitcoms
this is a good
are
point.
they are
I
too
have seen some
scared
of
to
the
make
recent
the
sitcoms
jokes.
which have a first season coming up in
Yeah.
20 to 21, 22,
Dude,
and they are
they are
too
too
cringe.
they are too scared
Also,
to dude, they are too scared to make the jokes that the 2000 shows made. Like if we had a character like Barney Stinson in the 2020 sitcom,
oh, you
See,
can't.
the show would get
there is
cancelled.
a different debate about that. Because some of the jokes wouldn't work today because of all the Me Too movements and like The Office that cannot be aired today, right? It works because like we like it. But today's
No,
show they are
but
catering.
even the
No.
quality has dropped. I'll tell
See,
you about
today's
one
shows
show
are being
called
catered to people who are going to watch it now and 10 years later. It's not being catered to people who love 90s and 2000 shows.
I'm not talking about
That's
the
the whole
comedy. I'm
point.
talking about the quality only.
क्वालिटी की बात कर
जो
रहा हूँ मैं यार.
अरे क्वालिटी का मतलब
Like
movies में भी effect
हम
पड़ता
लोगों
है.
को cringe, like we don't like cringe videos, right? But we
no,
have
that
younger
is
generation
between Harneet
who
and
like.
Sahil, and he's just looking to either side.
See, coming back to She-Hulk, मैंने जैसे said this in the starting, right? I'll not talk about the cringiness again. I'll talk about the She-Hulk thing. Fuck. Hey, show off.
Huh?
And
No, actually, I've come back home to Calcutta, so this is my oldest toy, and I want.
Bengali Manus.
Nolan, you also show off something.
I'll
You're
bring
wearing
my
a mask.
Batmobile.
You're wearing a
I'll
mask.
bring my
It's okay.
I'll bring my
Yeah,
Batmobile.
yeah. Bring it now.
I'll bring Spider-Man. Wait.
He went to Doctor Strange.
No wonder we are so distracted in our She-Hulk live stream.
Yeah.
Even
See,
the
this is
ride-
more important. Actually, this is more important.
It's so hot. Oh God! Even the bat cycle comes out.
Yeah.
of it? Oh my God! That's just I can't use that word.
Sahil is
Hey,
feeling
I
bad.
have this.
I
ये देखो.
Sahil is feeling bad.
I have two of these. I have two of these. One from the second movie and one from the first movie. I'll bring the Batman
Iron
video
Man
first.
jacks itself off.
You can hit them together.
We can do
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
do that thing,
Hey,
America's ass.
Make Spider-Man. Make Spider-Man.
No.
Okay, I think we should stop right there now.
No, don't make it do a rim job to us.
Dude. Okay, I think the best thing is to go to the chat. We have a lot of chats.
See,
now.
whenever one point was whenever Marvel is introducing new characters, they're trying new things, right? Eternals already existed, and then they wanted to introduce She-Hulk in some way and or form, right? But the thing that they took it to a length of it, the more it went on, the more cringeworthy it got, the more like unwatchable it got, you know. So that was the whole point. We wanted to see how She-Hulk is introduced into the MCU, but what they did it with after introducing the character, that just did not resonate for me as a MCU watcher, right? Okay, you are trying new things. Okay, you are introducing new characters and everything, but there has to be some limit when you are saying, okay, we'll do anything with any character. So,
I have a question for you, but that I'll ask later. Superverse says Marvel knew that no one was invested in this main plot, so they actually went out of and gave fans exactly what they wanted. That is a World War Hulk movie and a X-Men confirmation. Use code words like Bengam Astraf or something. Okay. Nona bro, can you rate Daredevil's new suit out of 5? 2, 2.5.
After all the hyping he only did for the Daredevil suit, now he's rating it 2
I did.
out of 5. Yeah, you were like, oh, they're doing the gold suit and all, it's gonna be epic and all. Now you only are rating
Did
it
I?
2
Did
out of
I? I don't
5.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are
See,
taking
my
in
favorite
one
Daredevil.
scene in which he was wearing a rope.
My favorite is his black cloth suit, which he wore in season 1 and season 4. Season 3.
Yeah, that was good.
That's my favorite. That's a favorite look. Even his costume in the Netflix show, I'm not a big fan of. It just didn't give me the same vibe. He just looked so
I think this is not a
lean.
permanent suit, right? In the Daredevil show, he'll wear something
Yeah,
different
I
altogether.
don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Anyways, didn't care
Dude,
much
and now
about.
that they
While
will
we're,
take,
while
they
we're
will
talking
change.
about Daredevil, we should also address the rumors of the new Spider-Man movie, right?
No,
Daredevil's gonna be
it's
in
about
it.
She-Hulk. It's not about Daredevil. Stop talking about Daredevil.
Nona, you're really acting
Fucking
like
patriarchy.
Nona, you're really acting like She-Hulk right now. No, it's my show.
This is my show.
Okay,
This is my show.
Rainfire says don't care much about the show,
Fucking
but just
Arnav Goswami.
watched it nonetheless. Okay, I didn't even watch it. I knew it ain't even spoiler protection worthy. Definitely cringe. I watched the whole show just to cringe. Not even a single joke made me laugh. Just imagine in the next Batman movie, Batman breaks the fourth wall and appears in front of Amazon Prime menu. Lol. I wish I never see this character in any upcoming Marvel films. That I would really disagree with.
Dude,
Yeah.
but
I didn't find her character bad or something. I would love to
yeah,
see her come back in future MCU projects.
yeah,
No,
but if
I
she,
found
if
the
she's
getter bad.
dude,
I
if
found the
she's
Yeah,
getter
I
to
in
be
agree.
very,
I
dude,
very
agree.
cringe
if
because
she's in the main MCU, right? I don't think she should like break the fourth wall the way she does. Like she should do it subtly, like the way Deadpool does it. This was too on the nose the way she was doing it. It felt
and it
it
kind
worked
of worked
only
in
in the show.
a TV show, but
Yeah,
in a cinema hall it will be pretty weird, right?
yeah, exactly. It worked over here.
Yeah,
It
I
did not
don't think
work
Like
I
pulling
in
off
don't
the
think
in a
next
so. I don't
movie.
think that's her role quip, right? That's her role quip. If you take it away from her, like what's
It's like
left?
how
Just a
it's like
female
how
version
नहीं
of
कर लो
Hulk.
कर लो. I don't mind the football thing.
it's
The
like
issue
how
is the
Spider-Man
character
cracks
itself.
jokes while fighting when he's
Yeah,
in the
that's okay.
Avengers films, right? It's basically like just while fighting, she just looks at the camera. We are doing this fun thing, and he just continue the movie.
Yeah, but I think I'm asking to how the character was. I think she was a very very forgettable and unlikable character, and that's why I don't want to see her in any of the future MCU projects.
I, I feel, see, the greatest lesson we can take from Iron Man 3 is
So let's talk
something
about
which is
Iron
not
Man 3.
good. Something which is not good, okay? Something which is not agreeable with most people. But the thing is, you can build that character up. You just need good writers. People who actually want to revere the character and they are not like, हाँ अब ये करते हैं इसके बाद ये plot point डालेंगे बहुत मजा आएगा.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's not how even writing works. I mean, like,
wait. So you agree
I don't
Iron
know,
Man 3 is bad?
Huh? No, I don't.
You
I
just
said
said it.
no.
You just said it.
No. Listen. What did I use, Nolan? Nolan. Let me get my Matt Murdock on. Okay. Let me tell you that most people do not find agreeable. I did not say I do not like it.
Okay, I think it's time for me to. All right.
Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. That's it for today.
yeah.
One question: why Hulk's sons? Okay, we'll come to all that later.
And keep geeking out.
Manoj in the chat: Iron Man 3 is one of the best and worst MCU movie in one. Okay, he said just best. Okay, I don't know if he's joining or not.
Everybody gangster until Nona pops out of the screen into your house.
I just come out, break your window on this, and jump
You
in.
like shit, fuck off.
Okay, see what I feel, right? I like all the criticisms are valid. I understand, but what I felt, right, like watching the whole show, at no point I can find an objective error with the show. It is just something different. there's no yardstick of how, you know, we can look at a Marvel film or other Marvel shows till now, that okay, we understand how this story is told in with these episodes, how it's all done, so we can judge on that way if the show, the you know, the show or the movie did well or not. But the way the construction of this show, the screenplay structure, whatever you want to call it, it's so different and unique that there's no reference for you how to judge, oh, this, if this is a good or not. That's what I believe. So for me, going, you know, through the show again, I don't find an issue. Oh, this is the problem, that why it doesn't work. I cannot find that. Whatever I've heard from all of you is subjective, you know, criticism. That for you it didn't work. For this reason, the comedy falls apart. How can the character do this and that? Like, who said that you cannot, you know, make a, you know, story not going anywhere, or a bad story purposefully, and then do that twist at the end of finale? Why is that wrong? Like, as you said, Harneet and Sahil said, right? You just made bad story and then changed it, and then you didn't even show us the new change. And like, who said you have to? That's my question. You know, because whatever they did is in line of what the character is. That literally represents what the character is.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
This was so dumb. I'm sorry.
See,
But-
that's why I'm saying,
okay,
right?
okay.
How do you
Okay.
define dumb?
I,
Dumb, it's according to
I'll
you,
The
go
right?
gloves come off.
I'll
The
go
gloves come off.
I'll go back one step. Okay, you are literally saying that this was different, which makes them do mistakes of a basic thing of any media, any art. Okay, the point is, this doesn't have a story, and you are saying it's okay to not have a story. This doesn't have a good end. It's okay to have not a good end. Because who says what is good? Because that's what art is. Art is anyway subjective. So we have
No,
to talk
but
about.
that's what I'm saying about yardstick, right? That we have been watching superhero films, that when we see an
Okay.
Avenger and when we see a Thor, Love and Thunder, we know why it's not working. We know why Ragnarok worked
Well,
and
I
why
can
Love
see
and
that
Thunder
also.
didn't work.
That Taiki Waititi is a different actor. He did something different in Love and Thunder, and that's why we did not understand it.
No,
We
but
can't
I have
see that,
I
right?
have objective,
Why not?
but I have objective criticism, right? I have objective
But what
criticism
if he was
for
trying to
Love
do
and
something
Thunder.
different? But what if he was trying to do something
Nice,
different?
nice
Which we
battle,
don't have
Nolan.
a yardstick.
It's a fidget spinner.
What if he was trying to bring something new to the new to the Marvel in Marvel cinematic universe, like he did in Ragnarok? For Ragnarok, people resonated with it. That's why they liked it. They were not able to resonate. Like, it's wrong on the audience part that they are not able to relate with the content they're showing, which I think has no sense.
Why is it laughing? Harneet, what the hell?
You cannot claim that just because something was different, it's allowed to it's allowed that they can make some mistakes, subjective mistakes. But that's my argument also. What if that difference is not working? So you should not be doing it, right?
No, but did you
Just
like Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I did not enjoy
Yeah,
it
then
at all.
you are defending it just to make a point, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that this argument, your argument can be made on that also.
No,
If somebody comes to
But
you
that's
and
why I'm
says
saying-
that, hey,
but that's
like,
why I'm saying now.
they did not like they did like Love Thunder because it was different. Would you agree?
It's not different.
It's not
That's
everything.
the thing. It's not
If
different.
somebody says, hey, Thor 2 was different, that's why it was okay to do that. It doesn't make sense.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
It was
Iron Man 3 was
not.
different.
You cannot
But
use
Thor
the same
2
because it's
wasn't
not the
different.
same case.
Thor 2 wasn't
Iron Man 3
different.
was different from Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which
That's
in
what,
which
that's
they
not the
followed
reason. That was the
which-
reason the film didn't. You know, that's what the criticism the film gets, that it's not like Iron Man 1. You know, and
I think No
I'm
Way
not.
Home was different.
I'm not
because
trying to
they were
fight
doing
just
the-
both of you. I'm taking in consideration what I've read online also, what people are talking about.
I think
the show
Eternals
also.
was different.
Yeah, but
Eternals
it's
in the end.
it's
Yeah.
objectively bad.
Eternals was
It's the
different.
script writing, the way they try to push everything with the characters. It's
But
objectively
you are comparing
bad.
it
It's
with
a-
maybe Avengers.
No,
That's
I'm
why
not
the script
comparing
writing
it.
looks
I'm
bad.
comparing it as a film. I'm comparing it
So
with
I'm
the
also comparing
film.
She-Hulk with any show ever made in this world, in the history, which is considered to be good. A bad show is definitely better than She-Hulk, or is equal to She-Hulk. But tell me one good show which did something different and they justify it, and She-Hulk is also justify it different, like just like that.
Have I don't know how many of you have seen that show OK Computer?
I have seen that show.
Yeah, it didn't do well. It got a lot of
It didn't do well.
criticism. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's a
yeah.
show which is just different, which in today or Indian audience is not used to that kind of narrative.
That is okay. That's okay. That doesn't justify She-Hulk being different is also okay. The point is She-Hulk's audience is a very specific audience. We have been following Marvel for like so long. We have been invested in this MCU, this universe, this storyline, this plot, whatever, for so long. We are like, we deserve to have some kind of like structure. Like, okay, this is what the show is about. This is the character. Like, okay, why should I not expect a show to have a specific character, to have a specific goal, have a specific motivation, to mean everything they're saying, to like, okay, it's She-Hulk attorney at law. Where was the law in the movie, in the show? It was supposed to be a very comedic show. Where was the comedy? Show me something. Show me something. Show me She-Hulk.
Oh.
Where was She-Hulk? She had a bad CGI. Where was the lawyer? What's her name? Jen Walters, right?
Yeah.
Such cringe acting. Why was she talking like that? Why was she speaking like that? Why was she behaving like that? Why did she give a full-on lecture to the fucking Incredible Hulk about how she's better in knowing how she can handle anger and rage and whatever?
But I can say the same thing, right? Why Hulk was trying to explain it to all her when she said, "I already understand."
That suit made the CGI look 10 times worse, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Did you make this or did anyone else make this?
No, this Homelander
Right.
meme has become very common. A lot of people
No,
are
no, but
doing
like,
it.
who made this particular template? Like, with this particular edit? You or
I don't
somebody
know.
else?
Shazam
No,
says
the
Nolan
internet.
casually flexing the fidget spinner.
Nolan is happy that finally he's in a Marvel team in which people are talking bad about Marvel.
Listen, the DC's time is coming in 1 week.
The
DC's
the
time is
hierarchy of
coming
power, the hierarchy of power is gonna change, guys.
yeah.
See, even I'm excited for Black Adam, but let's not go away from the fact that She-Hulk was a bad show. It was
I just
objectively a
wanna
bad
watch-
show.
See the timing, right? Marvel releases something bad and DC is about to release something amazing. The power is
Which
Because
side
shifting.
are
it-
you on?
The hierarchy of power is shifting.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to convince you that it's not a bad show. If you feel it's a bad show, it's okay. I'm not gonna try to convince that. Convince like you
No, I'm
change
thinking
your
it's
opinion about that.
I'm thinking it's objectively a bad show.
I don't believe that.
Can we talk about what objectively makes a good written piece? Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah, Nona, tell me.
Okay. No. Like, let me answer it.
Okay, please answer. Yeah.
I understood he's trying to
So there
explain
is-
it, not ask us.
Okay, sorry.
Screenplay-wise, there is something called value shifts in each scene,
Be louder.
and sorry, it's just
No, bring the laptop
but
closer.
there's something there's something called value shifts, okay, in a scene. वैल्यू शिफ्ट्स तब होती हैं जब कैरेक्टर कोई एनवायरनमेंट को फेस करता है या कोई इंटरनल स्ट्रगल फेस करता है और उससे एक सिचुएशन की हालातें बदलती हैं और जिससे कैरेक्टर भी बदलता है. आप वो बताओ, जेनिफर वॉल्टर्स एक एपिसोड लेते हैं, ठीक है, कोई भी एक एपिसोड ले लेते हैं. Just take an episode we all have seen because I've seen the
Okay, let's talk about first episode. Yeah.
first episode. How many times do you see her change incrementally? Or do you even see her reflect on change? That's what makes a good character.
Physically, she does change into a Hulk, but emotionally, mentally, she does not at all.
Emotionally, mentally, she doesn't. But the thing is, even she does. Over a period of time, she does embrace a She-Hulk ego. She-Hulk alter ego, right?
Alter ego, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a coming of age story, right?
But I think even she does it for ego only, not because she wanted to do it.
But the thing is, a character, when they enter a foreign world, right, they come out changed because of the hero journey. Okay, what incremental change did the She-Hulk show make Jennifer Walters go through that made her a different character as what she started out to be? Now let's take Daredevil for instance. In his show, the first season starts out with him not being able to control his violence, to him finding a medium to channel his violence and trying to find the balance in his life. The second season starts with him questioning his morals. Okay, with him questioning his morals, that in a in a world where the Punisher lives and where violence works and killing works, is my faith really worth it? And he gets an answer. What is that question which She-Hulk poses, which your character answers? Nothing. Zilch. So that's what makes She-Hulk a bad show.
But
And another thing,
I'll
I believe it had a scope of. I'm not saying that like this show was far from being a bad show, far from being a good show. It had a scope. The issue was the times of like these like all these episodes were like so small that even if the writers wanted to do something, they were not able to like show enough external factors affecting her and she being able to like change into or improve as a person. Just get reason why a lot of people on Twitter also on the last episode is good is because
your
so
voice is breaking.
they were
Is it just
the only
just
reason
me?
Kevin is attacking him. Kevin is
second
attacking his
episode
No,
correction.
something is wrong. It's your voice is breaking up.
can I
Marvel watched a stream. They're trying to mess with him.
No, cannot hear you.
The mic's off. Okay.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying that some people objectively they have said that the second last episode was still good, in which the Daredevil came and she became angry with the villain and all that. I think the best thing about that episode was that it was the longest episode of the entire season, and the writers got to do something about it. Like they introduced the character for a reason. That like there was a proper law scene, and that law scene was like it was carried out outside the law, also the court. Also, they had a fight scene about it. She came back. They had a callback of the seventh episode in which her phone got hacked. So see, when you show scenes, when you show something happening, then people are also able to like connect with it. In this show, we were just doing it out of the like a lot of the things were happening behind the scenes. Like okay, मान लो कि ये हो गया. Yes, like you know, we have to believe so many things that they're happening. That's why things are changing around them. But nothing was happening in front of us. I believe an objectively good show shows us why something is happening or what is happening to all of the characters, chahe wo primary characters or the secondary characters. But we need to be invested in what is happening to our like the character which we are like supporting or something. In this show, I was never in the shoes of Jen Walters other than the second last episode.
And
And
there
the
are
second
moments.
episode when she says that, hey, my video of doing something wrong or something which is private got leaked. I was angry. That was the only thing which I felt, okay, yes, I would do that too. Or anyone would that. It's not about me. But in any other situation, she was not behaving like any character ever has done. So who was she playing? She was still playing a human, a female, a feminist, but she was not displaying those emotions at all of a human, a female, or a feminist. So that's the basic thing I want from a show. A show can be bad, a CJ can be bad, story can be bad, but the character, at least make the character good. There's
See,
so many shows which have good
I-
characters.
I agree with the thing of the episodes being too short, and we did spend enough time to exploring a lot many things. Even I felt,
That's why
for
there
me,
was
my expectation was that we'll get more cases, unique cases of MCU, which we get few, but not in like interesting ones, you know.
Also, the Sokovia Accords thing, they made such a big deal about how they will address the Sokovia Accords in She-Hulk, and they did it in just one line.
Like it felt
See,
like they already
and
had.
they did not do it because they wanted to do it. They did it only because time. If every episode was supposed to be of 15 minutes, excluding the whole credits and every bullshit, they did not have time to do and cover Sokovia Awards. And that is what I feel is bad writing, bad filmmaking, bad like the whole production was wrong at the base of it. When they were thinking of making this show, and they decided to have every episode to be for 15 minutes, they fucked up at that time. After that, the whole feminism debate, female character, all that ending is bullshit. Like it doesn't matter how good they want to make it. Trust me, if the CGI was good, the ending was good, the show was still a bad show because they did not cover enough content they wanted to cover in any show.
And the thing is, there are parts where the show writers did have a voice. For example, when Jen is going through that alley and she realizes she doesn't have to be afraid of these men anymore who are trying to mug her, right?
Yeah.
These are really honest moments that
It was a
every
brilliant shot. Yeah.
that every woman, man, anyone can feel. If you had that
Yes.
power, you wouldn't feel scared to go on a street. Give me those moments, how it impacts our daily life.
And make that, and also the issue with that is like they were ending with these scenes, with the rage against the leaked video, with this Alice scene. The next episode, we are back to what she was in the first episode. I don't want to become She-Hulk. I don't want this. I don't want that. Like, why did you show us those last scenes in which she was becoming more and more She-Hulk, and then we were going back to square one?
You know, I
There
want
was no
to answer Rohit's the whole character thing, which I kind of disagree that every character doesn't have to follow the same beats of that he has to answer a question in life and all of that. But just listen to me. For me,
Okay.
I saw Jen Walters, a character, a person who's we call mid-age. Is that mid-age? 29,
Yeah, she
30,
was in
whatever.
30s. She was
Whatever
in
that
30s.
age is. She's not she's living in LA, not perceived as a good looking, person. She's not finding dates. She's struggling in her life, and she's cousin of Bruce Banner, who's Hulk. And suddenly, and she loves her life as in law. She is in a sexist world. So suddenly, one day, she becomes Hulk. Now she doesn't want it. That's how we start the story of this character. She doesn't want it. But suddenly we realize she will not get a job because she met with an accident. So the onus is on her.
Love that part.
What?
Love that part.
Yeah. So it's on
Love that
her.
part.
She'll not be hired. Now the
Sorry.
only reason she's
You
hired.
missed the point. You missed the line. You missed this. Missed the story part, not in which she loses the job also,
Yeah.
and that was because
she's part of.
villain came. No, the villain came out of the blue, and she had to turn into a She-Hulk, and that's why she lost the job. She lost the first job because she turned into a She-Hulk in the middle of a court, in the middle of a case.
And
Why? Because the
bec-
supervillain came. Why?
because I think she
And
was
the
fighting
thing-
No,
against a superhero
she
thing,
lost
right?
because they declared it a mistrial and some
Yes.
stuff like that.
So they
Because
lost.
the judge and jury
Yeah.
became this, right? What do you say? Influenced by her act and all the.
Yeah.
They'll support her. So
because
that
she's so then they were like, because she's famous, she cannot be a lawyer because she'll influence the jury.
And the thing,
She's a superhero now, and superheroes are considered to be like heroes.
So it will basically impact the judgment of the jury, whatever, because if she is principal, basically that. Okay, my point is, yeah. So because of her power, so she already feels this is something wrong has happened with me. I hate this thing. Then the only thing she gets a new job is because of that identity, which she is not.
Okay. Fair
Which she has not accepted or whatever you call it. So there's an
True.
identity crisis. Over that, in her
But-
personal life, wait, let me just
but-
finish. Let me just finish and
Yeah,
can take.
bro.
So in personal life also, she is not being accepted for who she is. But if she represents as the new identity she got now, everyone wants to be with her. It was a heartbreaking moment when she finally has a date. They spend the night, and in the morning when she's not She-Hulk, the guy just leaves. And that is the biggest identity crisis she faces. That you are, she's at the position, and I would have loved the show to explore this more. But again, it comes to the design of the show.
That is the whole point. If they had more
That's the
time, they would
problem.
have shown also. But they did not show it. And right now, we have to just assume so many things. It's so bad that their show had 9 episodes. Nine episodes. It's more than Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, Loki. And Loki was 8 episodes or 7 episodes?
6 episodes.
6 episodes. Okay, wow. And tell me, did you get to know more about Loki and the female Loki than She-Hulk? And we know more about Miss Marvel. We know more about Moon Knight, and they had less episodes.
See, I'm
That's what
again
I'm
coming to
saying.
the point. That is
And
the design of
and we
the.
have got.
That's the design of the show, right? It's trying to play.
That's where they fucked up.
It's
That
trying.
is where
No,
they
but
fucked up.
then
Then
you cannot call it a
And
fuck up because it's the
but
design. It's a
dude,
creative
also,
choice. A creative choice cannot be like. How could you
then
do that? That's a creative
Again,
choice.
then
that's what I'm
Nona,
saying. Go back to Thor 4. If
then
you
Nona,
make any sorry, Rohit, bolo.
नहीं बोल लेना. Just like I'll also formulate
What
this
is
because
Leverage
I
Redemption
need to
trailer like?
daredevil this shit.
I have no idea about this.
Yeah, what leverage? What?
Leverage Redemption trailer has come out. I have no idea.
But
Manoj, what
they
are you
are
doing in the chat?
short.
Okay. Where were we? I think we are boring everyone with our discussion.
See, I'll take this one. Like, I haven't spoken for a while, so I'll say about the character, right? We all talk about story and like direction and CGI and all the things. Like, as a character, like the last episode, what was the name? Whose show is it, right?
Who says this?
But I did not, and every character in every superhero in MCU and all DCU, everything, where we see that there are two aspects of it, right? The superhero part and the normal part. Even if they are known to everybody, even if they don't have a secret identity, there are still two parts. Like, for example, Tony Stark. You have a Tony Stark aspect and an Iron Man aspect of it, right? But you relate to both and you know what perspectives they're coming from. Then they are supposed to find synergy at the end of it, right? When they're introduced, there are two personalities, there are two kinds of lives, and they have to find synergy of it, and they do it in different kind of ways for different movies. Like Batman has this ongoing thing where he can't like find like parallel between the two lives that he leads. And then we have Iron Man who has found somehow how to lead both the lives without even a secret identity, right? All the things that secret identities and all superheroes do. But in this, still there is no secret identity. There are two sides of it, and I relate to the lawyer aspect of it more than the She-Hulk part of it. I don't know why. Like Tatiana Maslany as a actress herself is so good in the as the actor, not the She-Hulk part of it, but the what's her
Jen
name,
Walters.
the Jen Walters. As Jen Walters, she's good. I like it. I like the struggles that she's going through. I like that she is not up to the mark as per the society's norms. She's kind of nerdy. She's kind of in the middle. Okay, that's the kind of, and she has struggles, and then she gets something which should have changed her life for the better, but somehow she fucks it up due to her own lack of knowledge, or maybe due to the society's perception of her, how society sees a She-Hulk as a female version of Hulk and nothing else. So by the end of it, I wanted some kind of resolution. As Sahil said, like there are two things going on, and by the end there should have been some resolution, but it kind of felt forced. It kind of felt forced.
In front of us, we did not
Yeah.
know who she was. We
Yeah.
don't know anything about her. And that too, after the fact, they have established that She-Hulk and Jen Walters are the same person. Like, they did not have the split personality thing which Hulk had. So after establishing that, I was feeling whenever she was turning into She-Hulk, I don't know who she is. Is she good? Is she bad? Is she sympathetic? Is she empathetic? She like why? Like I didn't know anything about her. When she was even fighting Daredevil, I did not want to root for her also because I was not sure if she was doing like if she had the brains of doing what she was doing, or she knew what she was doing. I had no idea about She-Hulk.
A lot of
I don't know who she
a
was.
lot of people didn't like what MCU did with the Hulk character. They minimized his role in the MCU and powers and everything, and then the resolution of two personalities came very like suddenly, and it was not accepted by a lot of people also. Like, we don't want this kind of personality resolution for Hulk, and they had a chance to do it nicely. I like Professor Hulk, to be very honest, and I like the route they took with it. Some people didn't, and they had a chance to do again without the split personality thing, but as a character who is going through something in her personal life, and now she has to go something on a different level altogether, on a superhero level. In the both the levels, there are struggles for her, and then she has to find her way in both the lives, and then she has to combine it at the end of it. They combined it. The last line that she said, which Daredevil showed her, like you can do both the things, right? You can be a lawyer and help people, and then you can be a hero and help people. That ending was nice, but how did it come to it? They showed the psyche of it, but I didn't find it to be resoluted towards that direction. The direction is nice, but how did it go there? And which aspect of her life, So all the things, like, it was too convoluted to carry on. And I like, as I said, I like the Jen Walters character more than the She-Hulk. So whose show it was actually?
We really got to know Jen Waters. We never got to know
Yeah.
She-Hulk. That is my argument here. And in a show which is called She-Hulk, which has 9 episodes, they should have been able to do it.
And
It's too basic. I'm not talking about objective and subjective here. I'm saying anything. Like even if you watch, if you like look at any short movie, which is of 15 minutes, it's a short movie only. You at least want to get connected with at least one thing, the character or the story or the issue they're facing, or the world they're living in. These are two basic things. Like we have these things, and then we talk about whether the show that did good justice to the character, did good justice to the CGI and other things. Those are additional things. But the basic thing is the same issue we have with the movie of which starts with B. At least have good dialogues. At least have a good plot line. At least have a good love story. That's too basic. That's too basic to expect from any movie. Like put CGI in makeup set. That's okay for us. Because it had the basic things. It had a good actor, like a good hero, good heroine. They have struggles. Somebody is living in Mumbai. Other person is coming coming to the movie for the
I
first
don't
time.
think that example works, but I got your point.
My point is, you know who Kongra Singh Sharma was. You know who Ranbir Kapoor was in those movies. You know. You can say, this is the character. This is the character. This is their struggle. This is their struggle. This is how they solved it. This is why they love each other. In this show, you can't say that. And that's basic. That's not a demand. That's not a demand I have as a watcher of MCU content. It is something basic which everyone deserves. Every viewer, every audience deserves to have this much.
I agree that it was incomplete. It felt incomplete, but I will not agree that it was totally missing.
guys,
Incomplete missing is like synonym.
No, missing, as in it was absent. It was
it was not zero, but my point is it was too incomplete. That's the point. And
I think we can.
You are saying it is 95 on 100. I'm saying it is probably.
No, I'm not saying it's 9500. No. Please don't.
No, I'm saying it's missing a small part. I'm saying it's missing a major part, which is
no. As I said that I would like to see this character again in MC. So that means I
obviously it's not that we don't like the character
for this
itself.
character.
If it is treated better, then obviously yes.
She-Hulk as a character deserves better writers.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Anything,
That is the bottom line.
And Nona, you said something about structure, na? Can you recap that? Like, just I want to take it off from there. Like तूने structure के बारे में बोला. Structure के बारे में तूने बोला था structure उसका काम नहीं किया, ना? तुम्हारे लिए subjectively structure काम नहीं किया. That the show had a specific structure of its own. She-Hulk का. तूने ये बोला था ना? अभी कुछ देर पहले ही बोला.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. Like the structure subjectively didn't work. You talked about that, right?
Yeah. So I just want to take this thing, and I think we can I can talk more about it. Stargome, I guess. Most characters were written as dumbass, mainly men, except Abomination and Daredevil. You think it was done intentionally? Woke and toxic feminism? Question mark.
It's a small issue right now.
No. It's not toxic feminism. It's just the writing was not that up to the mark. They didn't give a lot of thought to the
it's a
characters.
character. It's a character trying to.
Abhi did not feel convincing that why is this character toxic? Why is this
Yeah.
character a sexist? Because the writing was so weak, they were not able
No,
to establish.
that's my point. When you say it was weak writing, for me it's not weak writing. It's the structure of the storytelling. They are
No,
this is what happens in a satire.
120%.
This is what happens in a satire where
But
you are using a character to depict an idea of what really happens. It
Satire
doesn't mean that if the boss was being misogynist or being a sexist, that oh, we didn't get a backstory of why he is like. It's not a point.
no,
The
it's-
point is not that.
It's not about that. This
I
is not a
really-
template movie.
I really,
This is an argument given in a TikTok video because there's no time to establish the character.
See, I'm not.
Right.
Say,
Nine
no, no, no.
episodes, basically,
I disagree to that.
in a 9
Right.
episode. Okay, I'm sorry. This show had an episode dedicated to a topic called, or what is that called? Gaslighting? No, it's called.
Ghosting.
Yeah, ghosting. If you could spend time on explaining ghosting for an entire episode, you have time to explain other characters as well.
I wish we had some women on the panel. You know, like because
Yeah.
because right now it seems like men talking about for feminism.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not talking about feminism. That's what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
No,
a weak
no,
writing.
no, Sahil, ये नहीं. The thing is, थोड़ी validity मिलती है to the
हाँ,
from the
sure.
target audience. It's going for, right?
My point is, I have the first thing I did after watching the first episode was to talk to female friends of mine who have watched this episode, who have watched the show, and ask their opinion. And even they don't like it. I wish I could call them. I wish, but I can't. But even they didn't like it.
See, the aspect we are talking about, the person in the comment that said it was like feminism, pseudo feminism, toxic feminism. These are not the topics that we can talk about very effectively because,
I would
as
disagree
Rohit
on
said,
that. You know, if we are also part of society where feminism exists, right? We are also part of that. So you know, I don't believe in that. Only if a woman is present here, we can.
I'm
even
not
talk
saying
about it.
only
Not so
women.
much
I'm saying I am saying that
Not so much, dude. We live in India.
yeah.
Even the small bubble we are living, it's not
Nolan is having a village in a society movement right now.
See, I have seen women, you know, loving the show and saying this is the most relatable thing I've seen from Marvel. Because that's what I'm saying. I've seen people.
That's true. That's
I
true.
follow people who are from LA, and they said that the way they have depicted LA in this show,
LA.
the lifestyle,
LA.
the people, the way they talk, it's very real. It's very relatable. It's a very
See,
That's
This is not-
so,
okay.
no, I'm not. See,
depicting
my
depicting Mumbai in a Bollywood movie. It is not a tough job. It's not a tough job to depict Mumbai in a Bollywood
I'm not.
movie.
I'm not
It is
saying
not.
that.
It
Right?
is not something which I'm like, wow, man. LA दिखा दिया. This is not to be like.
But Sahil,
There's
depicting
something about
any, but the thing is, it's not about depicting LA or Bombay or a fucking town in UP for all that matter. It's
Yeah.
about depicting. Sorry, I'm gonna get you guys demonetized. I'm really sorry. But the thing is, it's depicting things with nuance, and there are moments of nuance. And to counter your point, Nona, structure is a huge point of writing. That's what makes writing technical. Writing is 60% technical and 40% creative.
Yes.
आप हम फिल्म लिख रहे हैं ना नोना हम 8 महीने से बस स्ट्रक्चर कर रहे हैं because if this backbone fails what will the story stand on it will
Yeah,
be
obviously, even if the background fails, you will create the show, create the movie, and you will defend it. But that doesn't make just because you are defending it doesn't mean that like it is defendable.
and इसका duration का issue नहीं था भाई
हाँ, भी issue है. But not-
BoJack Horseman के BoJack Horseman is just 20 minutes
Yeah.
why do the conflicts work there and when do the conflicts feel cheap in any written content
Yeah, that's a fucking horse, animated horse talking on your screen, right? And you relate to
I
it
think we
more.
need to lower the F words, guys.
I'm saying that this show was very slow moving for a show which is supposed to have 15 minutes for each episode.
See. I'll say this. there were two aspects of this show when we were watching. One, what they chose for us to watch, what they directed, what the story, the part of the story that we got to watch, and the part of the story that was sketched for the post credit scenes, right? And they chose a whole episode, as Sahil said, for us to understand what ghosting means, and the boy has ghosted, and friends talking in a circle. And then they chose another episode or of different things. They had their choices. They made their choices. Like, it's not like it was a mistake, right? It was not just a fluke that they decided what to show and what not to show.
All decisions were made, and they have to accept it and come back with a better
See,
decision.
whenever we talk about a new kind of movie, Marvel or DC or anything, we don't give them leverage over the fact that just because it's something new, it should be bad. It can be passed away as bad, right? We always say that it's bad. Like Eternals, when I first saw Eternals for the first time, there was something in me like it is different. It is not that worse of a movie, but it's not that great of a movie as well. But second watch, third watch, I watched it again and again. There was some good aspects of it as well. Again, there are movies like this. Then comes Wonder Woman 84. We watched, and it has no excuse. Just because the first movie was good, this was different or something. We couldn't say it's different, so we'll give a pass to it.
You know,
And just because Marvel is doing something which has quips, which has fourth wall breaks, which has a new character, which has new kind of dimensions to MCU, that superheroes have courts, like Wong goes to a court and he has a case. This was a new thing to see, right? Like superheroes are being held accountable. We saw that for something, but it could have been better in some way, like court wala scene, quips ke saath, fourth wall break, something nice. But it turned into something else altogether after the Wong wala case. It took a different direction altogether for me.
So I just want to end my point saying that I always talk reviewing movies and talking about it. I always struggle with keeping my expectation aside and what the creator was trying to do, and not mixing them up. That's always a struggle. And for me, right, I always try to find if it's not working, what is the issue, and if I'm not able to understand the issue, that means it is something that's not I'm not understanding it. The thing I cannot call the thing a mistake or a flaw because it's not I'm not understanding that. And maybe I watch the show again, I watch some videos about it, breakdowns, and that happened with Wonder Woman. When it was the first movie after pandemic, I saw first movie in theater, and I really enjoyed watching in theaters. But today I look back, I'm like, what nonsense the film was. I see the issues. Maybe I watch more videos and I understand, oh, this is what I was not getting, and this is the issue, and I can objectively feel, yes, this is the problem. That has not happened with me for She-Hulk yet. So that's why I'm saying I cannot, personally, I cannot falter the design of it because it doesn't work. That's what I'm trying to say.
All we are trying to say is, see, I watched the movie in one go, right? I told you guys I didn't watch it week to week. The show, the week to week, right? I watched it in not one sitting, but like in parts of 3 and 2. So for me, it was more of like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Do I really have to sit through it for like
And that's
3
very
episodes, 4
valid,
episodes in a
right?
row?
That's very valid of
that
how
this
you
is a
watch,
raw,
how you watch it.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is a raw. Just I'm saying this is a raw reaction to the show. I'm not saying I'll have to. Maybe I'll watch it again in some time, and I'll think, okay, this aspect was related to this, and this is good, or something like that. These FFNs come very later in sense, right?
Yeah.
Like Nona showed me BVS extended cut after years of me watching BVS in the theatrical cut, right? And my perspective of that movie changed overnight after years of it coming out, right?
Nolan is happy. But yeah, I just want
So
to.
this is what I'm saying. Like for everybody, this was very subjective, and just because we have like Thor 2, we always talk about it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. We all agree to it. It's a bad movie, and we never defended it. Like, okay, Marvel was trying to be dark at that moment following DC, so we should give them some credit or give them some leeway or something like that, right? We never did that. So doing that for something, okay, Deadpool has fourth wall breaks, this has fourth wall breaks, Deadpool works better in fourth wall breaks than this. I think you will agree, right? That Deadpool's fourth wall breaks are better than this.
Deadpool's
Yeah,
fourth wall,
funnier. I
Deadpool's
think
fourth
it's
wall breaks
was
are
I'm not talking
good.
about the last. I'm not excluding the last episode.
Yeah, but
Excluding the last episode.
Deadpool's
I'm saying that in World War
fourth.
Breaking, I could say that I can just use Nolan's argument that they both are different. You can't really
Yeah.
compare both of their Fourth War Breaking because they are not same. Like
Yeah.
this style of doing it is very different. Is very different.
Yeah. So I am
But
saying
like,
like this, the
doesn't
quips
mean
this Marvel was
Yes,
trying to do to be different. It's just that at this point of time where I was watching, it didn't land for me. This was all subjective of
yeah.
me saying that character was not synchronized, or like anything that I said right now was me watching this in one go and saying that I didn't like it. And nobody can change my mind at this point of time. You should have liked it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. That's the whole thing of
Yeah.
this discussion, right?
See,
and
Deadpool.
answering Noah's point that he was not able to like question, like find the answer to his question and why he's not liking something. I was able to find the answer, which was that it had weak writing, weak characters, and everything. I was able to answer that question while I was watching the episodes.
Okay.
So
Let Nolan finish about Deadpool. He's trying so long.
No,
So I was saying, like, see, Deadpool's fourth wall breaks work because it feels like it's part of the flow. He doesn't break his character because his character is like that only. But when She-Hulk was doing it, she was actually breaking character and it was ruining the flow of the show. So it works in TV shows, but it will never work in a movie.
Okay, Rohit.
हाँ सो हम बोल रहे थे ना कि बोजैक हॉर्समैन का क्यों इतना अच्छा चलता है बिकॉज आप एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट सेटअप कर लेते हो वो प्रोटैगनिस्ट के माइंड में पचता रहता है इट कीप्स hurting him throughout and then it resurfaces again in a different form. For example, I really like that fact कि when she gets fired because she turned into a Hulk, right? But क्या होता है एपिसोड के एंड तक ही उसको मिल जाता है रेजोल्यूशन इतनी इजीली सॉल्व हो जाती है ना चीजें.
No,
So
but
you don't
I would say that also
See,
has
that's why I said it's
but that
like
also has a
sitcom
baggage,
feel.
right? That she has to be She-Hulk.
she has to be She-Hulk.
Even that's a conflict, right? That she cannot be
that's
her
वो तो अगले एपिसोड में पता लगा ना. That was next episode.
But the thing is, you shouldn't have gone into that law space only. Let her explore LA and this side. Like show me a
I
scene
mean,
where
reason why she wants to go back to law, and
show,
then she somehow gets to law, and then she realizes she has to be She-Hulk to be in main law.
show me
There
where
was one
she's taking
reason
Chinese
there.
takeaway. Where she's taking Chinese takeaway. Where she's taking
Exactly.
Chinese takeaway. And because as a Hulk you have more metabolism and you are stress eating, so you turn into the Hulk so that you can stress eat more. Now that's relatable. That's funny. Like these are everyday conflicts you relate to. And then by the second episode ke end tak, you show her trying odd jobs. Okay. And then by the second episode ke end tak, she gets the job as the head of the superhero division of that law firm, right? And then third episode se you were like third episode ke beginning mein, oh, but there is a catch. Okay, you have to appear as She-Hulk. So that conflict keeps changing.
I think
And then shows
your
and show
breakdown of
also
the
have that.
episode is not right.
How?
No, he's asking for something like
I get your
they
point,
should have-
but I think your breakdown of the episode is not
There should
right.
be a buffer. There should be a buffer space between
Yes.
setting up a conflict and a resolution, so that the conflict feels earned.
See, that's why I said, right? That's why I said this show is more like a sitcom because each episode is self-contained. So it like the problem comes and they solve it by the end. So it's like each episode is its own issue.
But
Sitcom में
sitcoms
देखना,
are not this slow.
but sitcom देख लो कोई Modern Family देख लो, ठीक है? A character
वही देख रहा हूँ मैं आजकल.
Friends
बहुत
में देखो यार.
I just
Fourth
finished
season
it.
पे.
I just finished it.
Parks and Recreation देख लो. They are very much sure what they're showing in every episode. All the conflicts have
Like उसका ऐसा, see what they do is they start with the conflict, right? And by the end of it, they have a nice message or something by solving it somehow using the family, right? So that's their whole premise. कि शुरुआत में आएगा problem. and they'll go through the problem, and they'll find how it's what is doing and everything, and how, by the end of it suddenly something nice will happen.
पहले जो था
So that
एपिसोड
works.
7 का एंड का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का सेटअप एपिसोड 8 के एंड में हो रहा है, फिर 9 में उसको रिप्लाई मिल रहा है, बाकी 9 में उसको 6 एपिसोड कभी रिप्लाई मिल रहा है, ऐसे हो रहा था.
I believe
अगेन डिसीजन मेकिंग में दिक्कत है.
I believe superhero content, like somewhere, like even though if it's a formula, this works. Okay? Every character kind of needs an Uncle Ben moment, a moment of realization which kind of stirs them to do good. You know, they start finding their moral ground. You know, for example, Iron Man getting stuck in the cave, right? Iron Man getting stuck in the cave, और कौन ले सकते हैं भाई, स्पाइडरमैन का अंकल बेन गेटिंग किल्ड, बैटमैन का लूजिंग हिज पेरेंट्स, सुपरमैन का इफ वी सी देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट 2 to 3 moments. एक moment was losing his father and he asked him to stop.
Losing both fathers.
And the thing is, even this, even when he's forced to kill Zod.
Thor, all movies. Every
Exactly.
movie had every movie.
You need that moment, I feel. It's formulaic, but I think better follow.
Thor had 11 to 12 minutes of screen time, and still they were able to show him losing something, him gaining something, and him coming back and trying to win for his team in 11-12 minutes of screen time.
दुनिया में
you can do it. You just need good decisions. You need good writers.
See, there are 7 to 8 original stories. Stories don't change. The telling changes. Okay.
Yeah.
Are from the last episode itself, you know, they talked about how there was a joke, right? Why superhero movies are so same, and why everybody has daddy issues and everything. See, that's the whole point. You can either make a sitcom about someone going through something, or either you can make a superhero superhero movie or show like Loki. No, see, that's the thing, right? If you say like Loki is a show, and in 6 episodes it did everything for me which She-Hulk couldn't do in 9 episodes.
And हम बोलते हैं ना कि भाई ऐसा ट्रेजिक कैरेक्टर मोमेंट नहीं होता है. मैं बोल देता हूँ, हर एक का यहाँ पे इस कॉल पे ऐसा एक मोमेंट हुआ होगा जिंदगी में जिसके बाद और जिसके पहले जिंदगी अलग अलग थी.
Yesterday.
Every person has it.
Rohit, I disagree to that point, but we'll in some other time we'll discuss more on that.
Nona is living a happy life.
No, when you enter your animation class for the first time, it changed your life. Trust me.
It can be stepping into
I think
a
we are digressing. That is a thing we'll talk about. That's a very interesting thing. I would love to talk, and I disagree to that, but we'll talk. But I think we are digressing. We'll just end this with Simon's message. She-Hulk is more comic book related, and her character is more like that in comics. End of discussion.
See, that is the point, right? You can't just put comic books on television, right? Comic books are supposed to be their own medium of, telling stories, and shows are different. You can't just expect shows to be as good as comics or as relatable as comics. You can do anything in comics.
Okay.
Comics like kill people and then bring suddenly the
we talked a lot, good, bad, and whatever we felt. Now let's come to some things you kind of liked and you want to see in the future unfold and all of that.
Are we going to talk about the entire mislead with the intelligentsia?
Hulk King.
We were all expecting the leader.
No.
We got taught.
No.
I was not.
People watching New Rockstars and all of these people were expecting leader.
Nobody.
I was not.
I had no idea who's leader.
Leader's the dude with the big brain.
No one cares. Only people who either
See,
follow
I
comics
kind of knew.
are following these channels talking about every
The
week.
leader was in the Hulk cartoons, man, from the 90s.
I've not seen that.
Nini, I know who leader is, but I did not expect him to be the
It's like Mephisto thing
villain
again.
this.
Like, it was they were trying to throw us off. No, they were not even trying anything. We were thinking just too much.
It made sense also for that guy to be leading intelligentsia.
One thing I definitely liked in the show is how they managed to troll internet people in like beforehand, before it even happened. They made the show, right? They didn't make the show like this week they put out the episode, they saw the internet reaction and made the next episode. No. They already predicted what the, you know, nonsense people will do on Instagram, on internet. All the trolls, why She-Hulk, why this, and, you know,
The intention was
targeting
wrong.
it.
They thought that they will get the trolls because of feminism, but they got trolls because it was a bad show.
No, see, I disagree. I know that when someone says something bad about this show, like Sahil, he'll be targeted. Oh, he's a sexist. No, he's making valid criticisms, but I think it really get mixed up. That there are people who are just
Yeah.
hating it for
I
other
agree.
reasons,
I agree.
and then there are
The
people who
people
are
who are-
having criticism.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
that's Sahil. Just want to clarify. Anyone
And
watching?
I'm also giving constructive criticism. I
Yeah.
can tell you what you know better.
Yeah,
also.
and I
I'm
think
not saying it's bad.
But I don't felt the show was making fun of people like you. It was making fun,
Yeah, I
like
know, I
even
know.
with the
That's-
chats,
I know.
even with the whatever they were showing. It was
That's
literally
whatever.
that's happening on internet. You know?
So that's the toxic fan base we always talk about, right?
Yeah.
Like they are just not ready for a change or something. So that's the whole thing. Like they are so towards Hulk
Why?
that they cannot accept a She-Hulk.
My favorite line is that, you know, why we need She-Hulk. Even if it was a man, I would have said the same thing in the finale.
Like he Hulk. What does that even make a sense?
Yeah. No. I think the dialogue was that we have a She-Hulk, but do we have a He-Hulk?
Also, you know, when she the friend enters in that event, she breaks
Yeah.
the door and comes in, right? And I think someone
Yeah.
in the background says, "Oh, one more," because before that Jennifer came in, right? She's the female, and she comes like someone in the background says, "One more."
know.
Oh my god, what a bad day.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So future with Daredevil, World War Hulk is coming, and
Scar.
all whatever they try to start.
I just sent a meme to
No-
Sahil
no
just a
one
few minutes
spoke-
back on that.
No one spoke about Scar.
Who's Scar?
Hulk son.
Nah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk.
Dude,
The guy-
they took a character that looks like Undertaker and turned him into Owen Wilson.
Do you know who was playing Scar? The actor?
No.
Have you seen Agents of Shield?
Yeah.
So what's that Ward character in that? Do you remember Ward? Who turns
Yeah.
out to be a villain?
Wait, what? That's him?
Yeah.
Like the person who did the mocap suit acting, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, the face did not look like him at all.
Should they just?
So the Ward character.
That was the
I
most
didn't-
weird moment. Like just my son. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow. Okay. I was more excited that Daredevil and Hulk are in the same frame.
Dude, I'll show you. I'll send you the picture of how Scar actually looks and the comparison with the MCU.
I
Just
saw
see.
that. I saw that.
You saw that.
I saw
right?
that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Even Hulk looks so different in that. But yeah,
I believe they will make some changes.
So
anyway.
Daredevil is gonna show up in Echo, I guess, first before his own series.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for his suits and what MCU does with
The
like,
blind
Daredevil.
fighting the deaf.
Anyone not happy with Daredevil's portrayal in MCU?
I'm
No, I liked it. I liked it.
I like Daredevil. I didn't like Matt Murdock.
I
like
like
both.
of them. Yeah,
I
I
like
like both.
I just felt weird him smiling so much because I've always seen him group and
I
crying.
was okay because he was
wait,
in
wait.
this universe now.
No,
By the end of
I'm not
Daredevil-
saying it was bad. I'm saying it was
By
not, I'm not
the-
used to him being happy.
No. By the end of Daredevil on Netflix, he was like a bit of
You're not
okayish
getting my
character,
point.
not that smug.
I'm not saying why he was smiling. I'm saying it felt weird seeing him smile so much, being happy so much. Because I've
Did you
always seen
notice-
him very dark and all.
He was flirting. He was flirting with someone. Obviously, he'll flirt with a smile. How can he flirt
Arey
with
yaar.
a smug?
They've given him bigger hallways.
Ah,
now.
this समझ नहीं रहा I am not making sense. Why are you
The
not
budget
saying-
is always a four.
Arey, Sahil,
Bigger
Sahil,
hallways now.
Sahil. This is one of those talks that we have to give to Nona how to flirt. I think you can't flirt with a smug face. You have to smile.
No
So,
wonder
Nora,
it has never
you know what?
worked.
When you're flirting,
What are you
make
talking
it
about,
work.
dude? Have you ever stopped smiling? Nona is always like this only when he's talking.
I said I have no problem him smiling. I'm saying
Nona,
it
Nona,
felt weird
Nona,
looking at him
Nona,
smiling
Nona.
so much.
Got it.
What two words? Malayalam cinema.
Stop it. Stop it.
This
See
is-
his smile. See Nona's smile now.
Please talk
This
about
is
only
what
murders in the
I
building.
was
I have
doing.
not seen it.
See,
That's
I didn't
correct.
have an issue with his suit even. Like I was one of those people who actually liked the suit.
Yeah, so it was good. So it was
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
it
so it
was
was
good.
not that bad.
I like the
as long
fight.
as you
I
don't
like the
fuck up.
action scenes, dude. Like they gave him proper CGI fight scenes. Like
Yeah.
And he fits the
As
world,
Harneet
right?
and
That
that.
this is a world where
Are
there's
the
superheroes.
the
So
the point where he goes down the building
yeah,
like
the
a
way
proper acrobat, like that was nice.
yeah.
Beauty.
That was nice.
And he does the rope thing. The rope comes out of his stick. They did
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
They never
the
did that in
hallway
the
scene.
in
The
Netflix.
hallway scene.
They gave him bigger hallways. I guess.
Dude, but
I guess.
the one take action scene in season 3 was the epic one, man.
You know the quip that they did, that it's just super hearing, nothing else. On the roof when they both were talking, She-Hulk and Man Work. And at the end of
thing,
it,
right? Echo something.
echolocation. At the end of it, he's like, okay, it's super hearing only. Okay, I agree. That was the fun part of it. Like when they were interacting for a bit.
I cannot
Like you
wait
are
for
new to it.
Daredevil
I'm
and
not new to it.
Spider-Man, man. That'd be the best team up. I cannot wait
Yeah,
for that.
but even he won't remember who Spider-Man is.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like I just like you said now. What do you expect? I just want the character to be done justice to. She-Hulk. I just want better writers.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Give
know,
me any story.
I'll be really
You
honest.
I want a better CGI on her also.
I'll be really honest.
A movie
like,
budget CGI.
since Phase 4, right? Suddenly my hype for anything has died for Marvel. I'm at this point. It's like just do it good. Do something good. I think Werewolf by Night, as someone asked, I really enjoyed it. It was so
I
fun.
loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
I really liked it. I really liked Werewolf by
It
Night.
felt so different. It felt so fresh. It felt new. Not trying to connect to MCU forcefully. It just felt as its own thing. So that's what I enjoyed. It was
And
refreshing.
the fact that it is done by a first-time director,
Yeah,
Michael Giacchino did it.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is so. And I'm a person who loves 1940s horror and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula and all of those. Yeah.
It is like MCU's spin on the Wolfman, and I was like, oh my god, this is so nice.
Did y'all notice, like at the end when they went from black and white to color, they played the Wizard of Oz music?
They did the Wizard of Oz thing also, where everything goes to color at the end of it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Factory.
What?
Kota Factory.
Ah, okay.
Kota
See,
Factory.
one scene with Daredevil which was weird was when he was walking out of her apartment, which the shoes in his hand, and he's walking down the street. It was weird, but it was funny also.
I literally had to watch a New Rockstar video to understand what that meant.
Kota Factory में बस पंखे लाल है.
अरे यार.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude. What's your view on Superman Lois? We react to the show. Season 2 was a little bit let down from season 1, but yeah, enjoy that show. Only DC thing left now, with Flash also ending. But yeah, we'll talk DC later. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, after Phase 4, it's like, just do thing right.
Dude, the balance of hype in the cinemas is about to change.
I'm actually like, okay.
Just wait for it, man.
But I'm excited. One thing I'm excited for is Black Panther next.
Black
I'm
Panther,
really
yeah.
looking forward to
Same.
that.
Same.
I don't think I was this much hype for anything else this year.
I love the fact that they changed the Namor's background in MCU. I love the fact that they are going to Aztec for him.
Yeah.
The design, dude, the costume and the design were like amazing.
There's this one thing which I really like when M'Baku says "Cuckoo Clan," and I'm like, I love it so much. And I think Black Panther is gonna be so much about grief,
Yeah.
and the fact that it is being held by Ryan Coogler, who has done such amazing films. Creed बोल लो, Black Panther बोल लो.
I've not seen Creed. Creed 2 is not by him, right?
Creed 2 is not.
Not by him.
Creed is by.
It was
But
very good. I like both movies, but Creed was very, very good.
I had not seen, earlier Rocky films. I just saw
Rocky.
Creed. And it was
No,
very nice.
You have to see the earlier Rocky films, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Those films are the classics.
I've seen
No,
Apne.
those parts. The Rocky series is like Star Wars. Like everyone should know. Everyone is a
Yeah.
Muppets.
You know,
But-
it's
but
like
guys,
Predator. It's like
guys.
watching Prey. Why I asked that question was I was watching Prey.
I still haven't seen it, man.
Like it reminds me of old school Predator movies so much, and I used to love those movies. After which they actually fucked it up with Alien versus Predator and everything.
Yeah.
But the Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Predator One, that,
Oh,
and
yes.
after that, those were the thing. And this movie reminds me of those. Like this is actual good movie. You should actually
But
watch it.
I just want to say, अपने तो अपने ही होते हैं.
क्यों?
अरे यार, no one got the
Malayalam
reference.
film.
Let it be.
You.
बता
Let
ना,
it be.
प्लीज बता
अरे
दे.
now it's no mix.
नहीं बता.
Have you seen the movie अपने?
Yeah, we
It's
have. I have.
basically like I think a rip-off of, not rip-off, maybe inspired by Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's not
inspired,
very-
loosely inspired,
it's not-
loosely inspired.
इतना copied नहीं है वो.
It's just about boxing
loose.
basically, and
Yeah.
boxing montage, becoming a boxer, right?
हाँ वो
The
that's copied है.
the-
That's-
It's like saying that Brothers movie is the exact copy of the other boxing movie. Which movie was that?
It was a remake of Warrior.
It was an official.
Warrior.
It was an official adaptation.
remake of Warrior.
Acha, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, I was gonna say, your ranking.
geeking out.
Ranking. No, stop. Wait. I was gonna say. Oh my god! I just noticed your dog.
Harry, we didn't talk about Scar and his future in the MCU.
No one cares.
ठीक है.
You know, I was gonna say.
Scar needs a better burger.
What I was gonna say. Yeah, your
Scar,
ranking for
Scar needs a
this
better
show,
hairline.
Your ranking for this show. Is there a show which is worse? What are your
No.
Hawkeye? I think everyone considers the worst show.
No. It's
Which?
it's-
Before this, which was the worst MCU show? Before this.
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye was the worst.
No, Hawkeye is second worst now.
Second worst. We'll also, after Black Panther, we'll do that ranking thing again, the tier list.
अरे
Yeah.
भाई.
Because now we'll add
This
shows
time,
also.
I'm not gonna miss it.
So
This time I'm not gonna miss it.
We'll open
Harneet, yeah,
the.
you.
Last time मेरे miss करने की वजह से जो fuck up हुआ है
You have
ranking में.
no idea. I fought alone for Civil War. I know
Yeah.
how to fight Civil
No,
War.
not Civil War. I was with Civil War.
Winter Soldier. Like I was.
You
I
fought for
was a
something else.
Yes.
Winter Soldier.
You should have Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Infinity War. They end up at the top.
Like Winter Soldier, I was so disappointed to see Winter Soldier below that Iron Man 3.
I think all Russo brothers films are top 4.
Yeah,
Top.
all four superheroes are top 4.
Yeah, top. S tier
Iron Man
basically.
3 Iron Man 3 कौन सा tier पे आया था?
Last I think.
No, but B.
So we have S tier, which is the best. Then A, B, C, D, E.
You know, I was actually on my bike when I saw your text. I was sitting behind someone and I asked someone to stop it. Like, I want to actually see what the ranking they have given. Because I missed the stream and I was busy in something. I asked the person to stop the bike. I want to actually see what they have done. And I was texting you guys while I was on the bike.
Dude,
What you have done?
I just saw a story. Everyone is spamming Robbie Amell, asking him if he's the one playing Scar.
He looks like that. So he looks-
Will you react to Marvel movie? It's not available with Torchlight with subtitles. Sense of Benedict, you have already made up your mind about the show long time ago. So what's the point of asking? I think this person is someone who has been in the comments very vocal that why we are hating on the show. So I don't know. I think we all gave.
We
our
just
reasons.
expect better from Marvel
We all
or
just
which-
gave our reasons. So if you want to agree on that,
it boils down to that.
हाँ, मतलब बंदे ने क्या बोला एक बार बताओ.
क्या बोला मतलब यही बोला है.
क्या exact line बताओ.
You have already made up your minds about the show long time ago. So what's the point of asking?
No, we made up
I
our.
find out the show after watching 9 episodes.
We
I made up my mind today. I watched the last finale today.
We made up our mind when I
I'm
still.
I'm still not hating on the show. I still like it as a sitcom. I only don't like that one opening line of Matt Murdock.
अरे
Everything
भाई,
else I-
nobody does that. Nobody in the history of
Like उससे issue भी नहीं था मुझे तो मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था ऐसा कुछ बुरा भी है.
I don't even remember the dialogue.
I cringe so badly when
Forgettable.
I'll rewatch She-Hulk again when I need to be euthanized.
All right, guys. So, guys, definitely look out for a Black Adam video. No House of the Dragon tomorrow from us. I am away, so we'll not able to do that. With the finale of I don't know, we'll able to do that also. So next is Black Adam. You can expect from us. Marvel shows are done for the year now. Then we'll be talking about Black Panther, and then we'll be doing the whole big, ranking of all the shows. And at the end of the year, we also do this superhero awards. So do join us for all of that.
Oh yeah,
And,
the Ant-Man trailer is going to come out before Black Panther, right?
Yeah. Oh shit. No, but that time I'll be back. Hopefully. But what was I gonna say? You made me forget.
Keep geeking out.
The superhero watch shows also we're gonna do. And yeah, man, Rings of Power is gonna end it. We made a video about that also. And yeah, I think the year is coming to an end. Avatar is coming. We'll have some fun again. If you enjoy, do like, share, subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time. Keep geeking out.
Keep geeking out. He just merged into that. I didn't even notice it.